Today we were happy to host the GCSAA in an educational seminar. We got the folks from Toro partnering up and coming out and helping us out as well, but we got superintendents from around the country, around the world that are coming out here just to get a peek behind the scenes, see what goes on here at Torrey Golf Course and how we put on a tournament each and every year, how we turn this place from your everyday muni into a PGA Tour host site.
We host the Texas Valero Open the first week in April. So I'm here to see how other golf courses run their tournament operations so I can bring what they're doing here into my home course. They just got news that they were going to host the Genesis, so they're actually doing 2 tournaments now. And so to see how they've amped up all of their cultural practices to produce amazing grass conditions for some of the best players in the world, and that's really why I'm here, and it's been a nice highlight of my trip.
I could sit and talk about leases, I could talk about equipment, no problem, but I wanted to answer specific questions that they had. I had a bunch of questions asked of what does Torrey Pines use for equipment during the tournament. And I had people ask about autonomous mowers, product availability. Technology was pretty big, going electric. California's demand for electric equipment, and what is Torrey Pines doing about it?
What I hope that everybody takes away from this is that this is what works for us. We are unique. Every property is unique. It doesn't matter if you go 5 miles down the road, you go halfway across country, or if you go to another country. And understanding that you have to learn how to adapt. And the lessons that we've learned, how we've learned those lessons, the mistakes that we've made to figure out what works for us. I'm hoping that we can share with other superintendents and people that are hosting large events or other PGA Tour events, or maybe just a local get-together kind of tournament. These are the mistakes we've made. This is how we've figured out our process, and hopefully they can take that home with them so they don't have to make those same mistakes to figure out their process.
Yeah, so these tournaments are all about people. We couldn't put them on without the people who do the hard work. Getting to hear other people's stories, other people's experiences, other people's challenges helps me grow and inspires me to want to bring that to my home course. Well, I mean, agronomically, it's cool for me to come out, to have opportunity to come out to the West Coast and see the different kinds of grasses that they have and to hear about how they're managing their water. When we do events together, it's a bonding experience. Sometimes you'll see someone you've worked with in the past and you get to catch up and you get to follow people on their journeys as you follow each other on social media, and you get to encourage each other and root for each other. And it's a really cool industry, and tournaments give us a wonderful opportunity to come together and to make amazing things happen.
Being out here with your peers and your colleagues and to be able to see what other people are doing should hopefully spark some fire in you to go, okay, how can I take my place to the next level?
It's just as valuable for me to be picking their brain and kind of hear what they think about what they do at their club and what works for them. Gives me new ideas. There's not one way to get from A to Z. There's a million different routes, and to kind of see what other people have done is very valuable to me and the team here.